Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan, and we've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Nikola Vucevic has a new role on the Bulls. He said in Orlando, everything was going through me. Now there are more guys who can score, so I try to do other things to help the team, like passing and rebounding and screening. When you have so much talent around you, you have to adjust. There are many ways you can impact the game. Kevin, you are impacting this broadcast. Back to you.
You are too, DA. Thank you so much. Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post-tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And for Chicago, the wing set for him, Levine and DeRozan. Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. And it's Dosunmu in at the point guard. As the regular season continues, Smitty, what's it like on those long road trips?
You know, Kevin, it can really wear on you, especially physically. And then being away from home for so long, that's not great. But on the positive side, the lengthy road trips are a chance to bond with your teammates.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for Chicago. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd. One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here are the Clippers now. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
Now here's DeRozan. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Tries from 16. Offensive rebound. Vucevic with the bucket.
Nice hustle from Nikola on the offensive glass, protecting the play and finishing it strong.
Morris with the screen for Leonard. Outside for Jackson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Keeps the defense guessing. They don't know who to try to take away.
And here is Dosunmu after Reggie Jackson was able to get the triple. Outside, Levine. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. Vucevic a screen on Jackson. For 3, Levine. George with the defensive effort.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Outside Jackson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Jackson's got 5 points so far. Levine passes to DeRozan. Picked by Vucevic. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Levine.
That's his bread and butter. DeRozan has made a living with the mid-range jumper.
And Smitty, in that 21-22 season, DeMar DeRozan proved to be one of the top closers in our game.
You're totally right, GA. He led the NBA in fourth quarter points and finished second in clutch scoring. He embraced the challenge and thrived playing the role of the hero.
Levine can't hit. The Clippers in the lead. Now here's Leonard. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Pass to Morris. Tries from 7. Again, Los Angeles.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
But hey, it's a different season, and anything can happen.
Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And that one is good. Leonard's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Bulls trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside Williams. Will it go? Cracks in the tray.
Total readiness from Patrick. Got his feet set and just waiting for his number to be called.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Jackson kicks to George. Morris with a screen on Levine. Back to Jackson. Five on the clock. Shoots. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Jackson's got 7. The Bulls have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Passes it to Williams. DeRozan with it. Providing around 26.5 points a game, rarely has an off night. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kawhi Leonard. You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
Man, that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
How about the job Billy Donovan has done? Under 500 in his first season, but took the Bulls to the playoffs in his second year at the helm.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Zubac. Lots of pieces have been added to this Bulls roster. For Donovan, you were just talking about him, to work with, coach, and lead. He has done a good job.
They have a great mix, Kevin, of veteran leadership and young talent. Donovan has been able to mix and match to keep guys fresh. It worked well for him in the playoffs last year. Just couldn't find an answer for Giannis and the Bucks.
And both free throws good for Zubac.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Now here's DeRozan, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. So we'll see DeMar DeRozan go to the line here. That one on George.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Chicago, DeMar DeRozan. At the line for 1.
And that free throw good from DeRozan. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Leonard with the bucket. So it's Chicago now, trailing by 4. Dosunmu, the pass to Vucevic. DeRozan finds Vucevic. Back to DeRozan. 5 to shoot. No problems knocking that one down. DeRozan's got 9.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Jackson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Bulls have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. DeRozan, a screen on Jackson. Outside DeRozan. Lets it go from 14. That one's not going to go. The Clippers go the other way with it. George against Levine from downtown, and another 3 for the Clippers.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
The pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Zubac, and it's Vucevic missing.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Fades and shoots, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. And now it's a 9-point Clipper lead. And here's DeRozan. He's got 9. Pass to Vucevic. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Zubac. Vucevic with the bucket. He's got 6.
With his height, Vucevic a tough matchup inside for any defense.
Clippers leading by 7. Jackson looking around. Pass to George. Launches it. Here's Zubac. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Leonard the pass to George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Well, in my opinion, the way the 3 has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And George drops them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Dragic looking for an opening. Out to the right wing. A wide open look here for Caruso. Another 3 for Chicago.
No way Dragic misses that wide open man. He plays good heads-up basketball.
On the wing, George. Buries it from three-point range. George has got 8 points.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Here's Dragic. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Dishes to Levine. Back to Dragic. There's the triple. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
Warren Dragic is a guy used to having the ball in his hand. This time, he finishes on the catch and shoot.
George passes to Man. Outside, Batum. Pass to George. Lets the three fly, and another three for the Clippers.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Now Drummond, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Drummond sets the screen for Levine. Back to Drummond. To the paint. Dragic against the bucket.
Bouncing off defenders like a pinball, something we see from Dragic almost every night.
And here is Los Angeles now. 9-point game. Man passes to George. Over Levine. Again, Los Angeles.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the first. Now here's Dragic. 5 points in the game.
A sneaky present at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Man. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Drains the three-pointer. George has got 16 points.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Drummond sets the screen for Levine. The pass to Drummond. Drummond is doubled. It's off his foot. And it's whistled a kick. White, he's checked in for Chicago. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Bradley deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. White with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up. It's on Nicholas Batum.
First personal.
Bulls shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Kobe White might be new to the league, but he doesn't play like it. Confidence and ability are beyond his years.
Powell, the pass to Man. Now here's Powell. Batum a screen on White. Powell kicks to Batum. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's White. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. 26 seconds left here in the opening quarter. That shot off. Good D by Covington. Powell with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Covington a screen on Drummond. Powell for 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. And we'll be right back after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls youth.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
Bulls trail by 17, and defensively, Chicago's so solid. Steve, they don't gamble a lot. They just get the job done.
Kevin, they do. Well, how they get it done, they rely on their intelligence. Good communication at that.
Oh!
Yes. Goodness. Incredible leaper, explosive finisher, DeRozan with one of his acrobatic dunks.
Here's Jackson. For three, and another three for the Clippers.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Zubats. And the rejection by Zubats. And it's Vucevic missing. Clippers leading by 18. Leonard dishes to Jackson. Lets it go from 14. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's DeRozan on the mark with the 15-footer. DeRozan's got 13.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Here's Leonard, and the layup is good. And the Clippers lead by 20.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Caruso, the pass to DeRozan. 14 feet away. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kicks it out to Leonard. Passes it to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
Chicago has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Zubats against Vucevic. Vucevic setting the pick for Jones. Pass to Caruso. And here's Vucevic. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. He's got 8.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Leonard against DeRozan. Batum screen on DeRozan. Here's Leonard. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for DeMar DeRozan. Levine's checked in for Kobe White. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. For 3, Levine nailed from three-point land. Levine's got his first 3 points of the game.
Love the confidence from Zach at the arc. He doesn't doubt himself for a second.
George passes to Morris. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Vucevic's screen on Leonard. And DeRozan kicks to Vucevic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
Here's Zubats. And again, no good by the Clippers. Bulls trail by 17. Caruso, the pass to DeRozan. Levine feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Zubats. Levine can't hit. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 22 is their biggest lead. Los Angeles with another miss. Chicago's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Outside, Levine. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Slick shot by Zach right off the pass. He just goes straight into his motion.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. The lead is 15. Leonard sets a screen for Jackson. Outside Leonard. Can they get it? And Jones pulls it down.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Caruso kicks to DeRozan. There's the dish to Vucevic. Offline with his 3.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
What you love about Vucevic? The consistency. Solid shooting percentages, and he's averaged double-digit rebounds for the last 5 years.
Bulls trail by 17. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The pass to Levine. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Levine's got 8. You know, Greg, adding to that for Vucevic, the last 2 seasons, he's been excellent in the playoffs.
Great point, Kevin. His numbers were up over what he did in the regular season. He hits clutch shots, gives them a physical presence, and he is just a rock in the middle.
Vucevic a screen on Jackson. Levine for 3, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And George kicks to Zubats. He dishes it to Jackson. A floater, and Jones sends it back. Jackson against Caruso. Pass to Vucevic. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. DeRozan on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Shot clock at 3. Shoots. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. DeRozan's got 6 here in this quarter.
The man is not timid. DeRozan's become one of the game's more prolific scorers, and he's showing it all tonight.
Zubats with the screen for Leonard. George against Levine. And Paul George, good for the 3. George has got 21 in the game.
Yeah, even after all those 3-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Bradley comes in for Jones. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Dragic in for Alex Caruso. And then for Los Angeles, Robert Covington's checked in for Zubats. Norman Powell comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Mann subbed in for Jackson. Drummond passes to Bradley. Outside Dragic. Here's Drummond. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Covington.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And here is Powell. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. It's good from long range.
You see why Powell is so valuable. Good athlete, good defender, and can really space the floor.
Passes it to Levine. Down low. Here's Bradley. Good on the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
Mann passes to George. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 16. You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
You need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time.
Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls.
Williams.
Outside Bradley. Outside Dragic. Just 5 to shoot. And he drives in. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Inside. And it's George finishing it off.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Bulls trail by 18. Outside Dragic. Pass to Bradley. Williams scanning the floor. Here's Drummond. Misses, and he wants that one back.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Chicago's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Dosunmu, the pass to Dragic. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. From outside the arc, that one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And for those who criticize Drummond facilitating, I say rewatch that play. He's improving.
And that one's good, George.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Drummond passes to Dosunmu. He's looking for Drummond and finds him up high to stuff the alley-oop.
So gifted. Drummond soars through the air, then explodes on the finish.
A minute 50 left now here in the second. Williams against George. George double teamed. Here's Covington. It's all in by the Bulls. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Here's Dosunmu. No points in the game yet for him. To the right side. Drummond finds Williams. Here's Dosunmu. Shot clock at 5. And another shot. Drummond. And Drummond is right there. Drummond's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A man among boys on the offensive glass. Andre Drummond picks up a lot of extra points this way.
Morris outside. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. And the rejection by Bradley. Here's Dragic. The shot misses. George with the defensive effort. Now Powell. 6 points for him. Covington a screen on Dragic. And there's the pass to George. Here's Mann. The 3. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Outside Williams. Out to the right wing. There's Dragic with the 3. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Dragic has got 11.
Good rhythm from deep. Goran Dragic always more accurate when he's shooting under control.
The Bulls, 61. The Clippers, 71.
Thanks very much, Vooch. They had it going the first 2 quarters. How do you turn that around defensively?
Just got to get one-on-one stops, do a better job helping each other, just, getting whatever they want on that end, and we have to do a better job. And, yeah, it's just simple, one-on-one stops. When we help, make sure the guy that helps, he gets help, and just keep rotating. We haven't done a good job with that. We're usually very good with that, so just got to focus, and come back in the second half ready, so we can make it a game if we play better defensively. Thanks
for your time, man. Appreciate it. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
Well, I think for the Clippers, they've underperformed thus far, but they're still tremendous. Now comes the hard part. They've got to tinker with the team until they find that championship recipe.
All right, and shifting gears to our current matchup, it's been a rough one so far for the Chicago Bulls.
The energy on D stood for disappointing. They were slow to rotate, communication was bad, no effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point. Outside Jackson. Doesn't go that time. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Outside Levine. A floater. Yep, it counts. 15 points for Zach Levine.
Sometimes when Levine doesn't want to challenge at the rim, he goes to the floater.
Clippers leading by 6. Pass to Leonard. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Passes to Levine. Uncovered. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists here tonight.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammate. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
DeRozan passes to Vucevic. Shoots over Zubats. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Vucevic. Here's Jackson. He's got 12. Pass to George. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. George has got 32 points in the game.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Now the pass to Dosunmu. Back to DeRozan. Vucevic's screen on Leonard. Here's DeRozan. And the rejection by Zubats. Jackson down low. Outside Leonard. Morris with the screen for Leonard. From the line, again, Los Angeles.
Masterful execution. Kawhi just has a sense for when to shoot the mid-range.
Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
Chicago calls timeout. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. A look at Chicago. They're down in 10th place here in the middle part of the season. They'll need to make a move soon.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
Pass to DeRozan. Leonard with the steal. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Once Leonard gets going like this, look out. He's cooking and showing no signs of letting up.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Passes it to Levine. Vucevic, a screen on George. Levine dishes to Vucevic.
And Smitty, we've seen Nikola Vucevic add a three-point shot to his arsenal.
This is a shot he didn't have early on in his career. But GA, as the game has continued to evolve, so has Vucevic. Recognizing bigs like him have to be able to stretch the floor.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Kennard, he's checked in for George.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to get to the line.
Outside Jackson, and the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. On the wing, DeRozan. He's covered by Leonard. Now, here's Dosunmu. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 4 on the clock. Levine, that's good.
Intelligent play from Zach LaVine, getting himself the room he needs to score.
Leonard kicks to Zubats. Pass to Kennard. Lets it go with a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Levine, a screen on Jackson. Now, here's Dosunmu. Tight defense on him. To the inside. Vucevic, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. 14 points for Vucevic. Kennard with the ball. And here's Jackson, driving to the basket. And the dunk by Jackson.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
Bulls trail by 14. Outside Williams. There's the pass to Levine. Now here's Dosunmu. From outside, off the mark. Jackson passes to Kennard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Assist goes to
Jackson's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Kicks it to DeRozan. Over Leonard. And it's DeRozan missing. Clippers leading by 16. Outside Jackson. Tries from 10, and he hits the jumper for 2. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
To the left wing, here's Dosunmu. Hits the three-point bomb.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
Here's Jackson. He's got 16. Down low, and finished off by Leonard.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Levine finds DeRozan. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. DeRozan's got 17 now.
Instinctual pass by Zach LaVine doesn't hesitate to feed the wide open man.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you.
He's such a crafty player. Vucevic showing he can be assertive by finishing through contact.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
Free throw drops for Vucevic.
He's a steady double-double threat. Vooch continues to be a productive big man with an impressive skill set.
Here's Leonard, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Leonard hits them both.
Seems like every year Kawhi Leonard averages around 6 or 7 free throws a game, about the same as KD and LeBron.
Caruso finds DeRozan. Jones with the screen on Kennard. DeRozan. And it's Jones, that time on the assist from DeRozan. Jones has got his first points in this one. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside Jackson, a 3-ball. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Mann's checked in for Los Angeles. Now a look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. The Clippers in second.
They've just been taking smarter, higher percentage shots, and they are hitting them with regularity right now.
And that one's good. Drummond.
High percentage look for Drummond. He's developed a number of go-to moves in there.
Powell sets a screen for Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Powell for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
3 points.
Leonard's got 6 assists here tonight. Bulls trail by 18. Here's DeRozan. He's got 17. Pulls up on the elbow. And that one's good. Drummond. And it's 8 points for Drummond.
Taking a hit, completing the play. Drummond with the excellent body control there.
LA's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Powell with a screen on Jones. Here's Leonard. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And White kicks to Drummond. Outside DeRozan. Drummond sets the screen for DeRozan. Back to Drummond. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
You got to have your stars be unselfish at times. And DeMar DeRozan, he did that on that play.
Clippers leading by 14. Outside Leonard. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Caruso. White setting the pick for Caruso. High arcing shot, and the shot goes down. Caruso's got 5 now. Here's Los Angeles now. Now Powell. 9 points in the game so far. Batum a screen on DeRozan. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. They're weak depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
And the first one at the line is good. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard at his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
Goran Dragic is checked in for DeMar DeRozan.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Ball's knocked loose. Drummond passes to Dragic. Jones with the screen on Batum. Over to the wing. Clock at 4. Right at the free throw line. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now here's Powell. 11 points in the game. Shoots over Caruso. The shot by Powell, no good. Bulls trail by 12. Tries the spin move. Batum dishes to Powell. 1:22 left to play here in the third. Outside for Batum. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. White setting the pick for Dragic. Passes it to Caruso. Jones with the screen on Kennard. And it's White missing.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Batum passes to Powell. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Goran Dragic.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
GA, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
And he knocks down the first one.
Norman Powell is a veteran in this league. He plays to his strengths and rarely tries to force things.
And the Bulls making a change here. Bradley's checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Paul George in for Kennard. And so Powell nails both of them. And so here is Chicago. It's a 14-point game. We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Here's Dragic. And with the rebound. LA's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. George against White. George with the ball. And here's Morris for 3. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And that is a big-time three, fellas, to extend their lead right at the buzzer. What a way to head to the fourth.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Clippers lead by 17. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
I like the way the Donovan's conveying that scouting report to his guys.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, and I think he's on point on this one.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Levine and DeRozan, the lethal wing pair. Vucevic is out there with Bradley. And it's Dragic into the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Morris with the bucket.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Bulls trail by 20. And here's Dragic. He kicks to Levine. Vucevic setting the pick for Levine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Kevin, what's so impressive to me about Levine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board.
Zach LaVine. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls, and Levine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year, he cut back on the turnovers. And, boy, he's still young. There's still tons of upside to be had.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. And so Levine nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
DeRozan against Leonard. Here's George. Good work there as it goes. George has got 34 points.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Here's Levine, and they pick up 2.
The question for Zach LaVine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
Pass to Leonard. Shoots over DeRozan. Leonard, no luck. Bulls trail by 18. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
When DeRozan gets to the rim like that, you know how it's going to end.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Jackson passes to Zubac. Dishes to George. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
On the wing, DeRozan. And good that time. 21 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Jackson. George looking around. Zubats a screen on Levine. George finds Zubats. Outside for Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Levine against George. Now here's Levine. Not a lot of room. And Levine throws it down.
One of Zach Levine's better nights. He's both prolific and efficient these days.
Los Angeles leading by 17. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Well, over the last couple seasons, Smitty, Paul George has shown growth as a playmaker.
He has, Kevin. He's gotten much better at reading the defense and looking for the best shot available, whether it comes from him or a teammate. It shows in his assist numbers.
And the first one drops.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls. Dosumu comes in for Goran Dragic. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Batum's checked in. And George drops them both. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Now here's Dosumu, guarded by Jackson. Williams, a screen on George. Here's Dosumu. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Jackson kicks to Zubats. To the paint. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 25 points in the game.
You see the focus from Kawhi. When he's deep inside, he's locked in on scoring.
Dosunmu, the pass to DeRozan. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. 5 on the clock. Now the dish to Vucevic. Here's Dosunmu. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. 22 is their biggest lead. Jackson passes to George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Williams, a screen on Jackson. And the pass to DeRozan. From the high post, that one falls. DeRozan's got 6 points in the quarter.
If you can get a good screen for DeRozan on a pick and roll, more often than not, he'll convert it. Great body control.
Jackson kicks to George. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
Here's Dosunmu. DeRozan, a screen on Jackson. Pass to Levine. Batum with the steal. Kicks to Jackson. Here's Leonard. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Vucevic's screen on Leonard. DeRozan, again, Chicago.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Clippers leading by 20. Passes it to Zubats. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
For Chicago, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Outside DeRozan. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Vucevic.
Ooh, the craftiness of PG-13. Awesome job fooling the defender and jumping into the contact.
At the line for 2.
Throw good, Paul George. And both free throws good for Paul George. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Bean passes to Dosunmu. George against Levine for the 3. Mission incomplete. His 5th miss in 14 tries. Outside Jackson. He kicks it to George. Pass to Zubats. Over Levine. And that one is good from Zubats.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Bulls shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Now the pass to Levine. Sinks the triple. Levine's got 15 points here in the second half.
Continuing from where he left off. First 3-pointer of this half, 4th of the game.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
DeRozan at the line for 2.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
So tough to guard. DeRozan with the strength, the near 40-inch vertical, and he loves to challenge you.
Both free throws good from DeRozan. Los Angeles leading by 19. From deep, George, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Always a threat to get to the rim. This time, Paul George pulls up and buries it.
DeRozan a screen on Jackson. DeRozan surveying the D. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. DeRozan's got 29 in the game. Jackson down low. Zubats trying to break loose. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
In the 2020 playoff bubble, some players struggled. Reggie Jackson was one of those guys, but he bounced back in a big way.
Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
And with Jackson, Smitty, he went right back to being the player he was back in 21.
He was an aggressive attacking scorer with an edge, GA, and the 21-22 season was one of his best ever.
Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And so Jackson nails both of them. We talk about players, Steve, we talk about coaches and GMs, but not too much about owners and their effect on the game and the organization.
Kevin, the owners for me are A1. It starts from the top. They're the ones who hire the team president, GMs, and coaches. And certainly, there's some teams who have some great owners.
Pass to Leonard. Morris outside. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Pass to George. Three-pointer. And another one!
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Pass to Williams. Williams, a screen on George. Now DeRozan. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, the shot no good. The Clippers shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. And there's the pass to Leonard. Fader on the way. That shot no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Up top to Rosen. He's covered by Leonard. Kicks to Levine.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside DeRozan. Over Leonard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
Covington passes to Zubac. White against Kennard. Now here's White. Bradley is screen on Kennard to end the run. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Clippers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for George.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Covington, a screen on Caruso. Powell kicks to Covington. Zubac trying to break loose. Powell against Caruso. Outside Bradley. Pass to White. This one for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Kobe White doesn't need much time or space to get off that catch and shoot.
Powell with it. So the Clippers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home court to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kawhi. The defense, of course, keyed in on slowing you down tonight, but your teammates stepped up. How important is that for you?
It feels great, you know. That's what a championship team is about. You know, when your star's not going, or they double teaming you, then you got other guys knocking down big shots like they did tonight.
The others came correct, man, and you got the dub. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.